Hello, my beautiful collective. I'm so excited that you're here. Welcome to Ray of Sunshine Tarot. We are talking about what generational curse you're here to break. And I feel like this is really important to understand about ourselves because then when we look back at our lives and our experiences, things start clicking into place. And when we understand the why, it's so empowering for us moving forward, and we can really turn what we've been through into medicine for the world. And there is an opportunity in the reading where I give your ancestors a chance to come in and talk to you about this generational curse. And I just want to say they're so grateful for your courage that you have, taken the steps to get this far on your journey already. And they're so grateful for your courage to take on this generational curse and break it. And you are needed and you are appreciated. And I'm just echoing their feeling for you. It's been really incredible to look at. And I'm really grateful you're here, and I hope you are too. And as always, there are 4 piles to choose from. Take a minute to pick the pile that works best for you. Also, I teach tarot with music. The course for that is linked below. And I teach you how to strengthen your language of the universe, strengthen your clairs, tap into your psychic abilities. It's really fun, and I would love to have you over there. Also, you can always get a personal reading if you want to look deeper into this topic or any topic, really. You can order those on my Etsy shop, and I'm also starting a Patreon that I would love to have you join me on, and it's going to be really fun to create a community over there. And I think that's it. So yeah, take a minute to choose your pile, and I'll meet you over in your reading. Hi Pile 1, and welcome to your reading. This is a reading all about what generational curse you are here to break. And I wanted to give your ancestors the opportunity to come through and give you a message about this generational curse, but also go in deeper about how you can break it in your life right now, wherever you're at. And I feel, the generational curse that you're here to break is actually the generational curse of narcissistic abuse, with the 10 of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Are all about family legacy, tradition, and there's something in your family line. If you look back, you will see patterns of narcissistic abuse within the family, between the members of the family, or even if you look at sometimes our families can give their life to a narcissistic organization as well, and it can be under that dark abusive power. So it could be within the family, above the family, around the family, or honestly both, all, and in between. Because and it's so funny. Well, it's actually not funny, but narcissistic abuse, once it is experienced and it's like a learned behavior, it's very easy to continue that pattern. Like once you see how evil and cruel people can be, it's almost like easy for people to fall into the energy of, I need to protect myself, and become the energy that's hurting me so I don't get hurt anymore. And I feel like that's why it's so easy for this to pass from one generation to the other. And so let's get into what your ancestors want to say. Well, first of all, they want to share the song Un Poco Loco from Coco, and the lyrics go like this: you make me un poco loco, the way you keep me guessing, I'm nodding and I'm yesing, I'll count it a blessing that I'm only un poco loco. I feel like your ancestors have really, they may have, there's, okay, what they're trying to heal here through you is this energy of allowing these people, these narcissists who abuse and use people, to not use and abuse you. And it's like a narcissist will always keep you on the outskirts, because they're opportunists and they'll use you when they need you and then discard you when they don't. And if you notice yourself on the outside, or like waiting for someone to give a damn about you, waiting for someone, but they only come around when they need something, and because you love them, you're like, yes, I'm here for you, I'll do this thing, I'll be there. Your ancestors are saying, this is driving you mad, like this is causing so much grief for you already, and they're saying it's time to block this energy. Only be around people who choose you, people who respect you and honor you as you are, and not people who make you wonder what your worth is, wonder if you're lovable, wonder if you have a place in their life, or what you can do or change to be loved by them. That is a very narcissistic energy, and your ancestors are saying it's time to be done with nodding and yesing and guessing if, like, am I going to be enough today? Am I going to be worthy today? Are you going to love me today? Because you deserve to be loved every day. And the other song your ancestors wanted to share is called Light by Kina Grannis, and the lyrics go like this: I found a light inside, growing in the space between. Just close your eyes, feel it underneath what's seen. And so maybe even in your current family, you have experienced this where you could come from a narcissistic family system, actually, with the Ten of Pentacles coming out in reverse. And maybe you have fought really hard to be seen as worthy, to have a place at the table, to be a part of this community of people. Yeah, and to be welcome there. And you could have changed a lot about yourself to do this. But with the Lover's card in this deck is actually really cool. It's a woman actually seeing herself in a mirror, and that was followed by the Ten of Pentacles. And your guides are saying it's time to stop trying to have a seat at this table. This is not a table you want to sit at if you have to be and do certain things to receive welcome. But I can see that this is crazy. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles coming out in reverse, and this, I don't know, it was under one of my cards. I didn't see it before. But the King of Pentacles in reverse is here to say, like, your family may be very materialistic, or the people around you are this narcissistic energy, and they may want you to have a certain degree, they may want you to have this job, they may want you to hold this position, be in this religion, say these things, do these things, wear these clothes, have this kind of house, and there's like all these little stipulations. I feel like this has been the way you were raised, maybe even to disregard yourself, your own needs, to never do things that are in alignment with you, what you love, what you care about, but it was all to please them. And because you loved so deeply, you were willing to do whatever it takes. But it's time to break this, because what they've done to you is they've casted an illusion, not just over your life, but who you are and the worth you hold. And they've confused you about where you stand in the world. And yeah, the pentacles, to me, they represent finances, money, 3D things, but for me, they also represent worth. And what you need to know and understand is that your worth has been with you all along. This is a card of childhood. It's been with you all along. And so all of this effort you've put in to be worthy, to climb the ladder, it was here in the mirrors. Do you see yourself and the worth that you've held? Because sometimes when we are raised in an environment like this, under this illusion and confusion about our worth, we oftentimes end up in relationships with narcissists when we get older. This definitely happened to me, and it's happened to a lot of people that I know. And so how you're going to break this generational curse is by knowing your value and your worth. And also, they wanted me to share the song Rooted by Aisha Badru, and the lyrics go like this: feel the sunshine on your skin, a lotus flower blossoming, your journey is your offering, you are here for a reason. So believe that and know that, and don't let the energies around you convince you otherwise. And I do feel that you are a very compassionate soul, and it's very difficult to let people go, even when they are narcissistic, even when they do harm, even when they hurt us and destroy our sense of self-worth and our mental health, and the list goes on and on. But to love, we will lose the things that we love. It happens every day, actually. My guides wanted me to share this quote. I don't know who said it, but it says, "You're always losing everyone all the time. That's why to love anything is insane. To love anything is to expose yourself to the inevitability of it." And I learned that as a hospice volunteer for many years. I've learned that as a human being, and I've learned that as a divorce lawyer. We are all losing everything all the time, even our child. If you have a child, that child tomorrow, the child that they were the day before, is dead. It's gone. They're a new thing every day, until all of us are ghosts, until all of us are gone. And I think it's insane to love anything because of the pain that it's going to cause. But oh my God, I love that pain. Keeping that awareness in your mind is everything. So this is a message saying that it's okay to let go. When you realize that someone or their behavior is harmful, it's okay to let go, even if you love them. And they also want me to share that when you are dealing with a true narcissist, and not just someone with narcissistic tendencies, but someone who has actively tried to do harm, someone who's actively tried to destroy your life, they want you to know that this person will not change. Even if it seems like they will or they have, they don't. And they wanted me to share this quote by Dr. Ramani, I think is how you say her name. And she actually is a narcissistic abuse survivor, and she is a doctor in helping people overcome and recover from narcissistic abuse. And she said in an interview, they asked her, have you ever met someone who has been classified as a narcissist become declassified as a narcissist? And she said, no, I've never seen it change. The difficulty is the rubber band theory. You can stretch a rubber band and it can become quite long, but if I let go, that thing's popping right back. The heartbreak of narcissism is you can actually train this person to be a little bit more empathetic and to not be so jerky or entitled and actually listen to other people. But as soon as there's some stress in the system, things don't go the way they want. They didn't get the raise they hoped for, or their friend buys a bigger house than them, their kids are behaving badly or just getting older in general, and life isn't going the way they want. That rubber band snaps right back. And so yeah, say, if you think you know someone, just apply stress and see how they change, right? And that's what she's saying. And I feel like something that gets us empathetic people caught up is our love and our hope that people can change. And when a narcissist wants something, they'll often come in and promise change, and they'll cry about it, they'll beg you, they'll say all the things you ever wanted to hear. And it's not long every single time. I would give it about 2 months before they snap back. So that, like, realizing that and accepting that, and it's almost like allowing this person to be who they are and show up as they are, because honestly, when we stay with them, we are demanding that they change, and not wanting to give up until they do. But I feel like accepting them as they are, showing up, not accepting their behavior at all, but like saying, okay, this is how you show up in the world. This is how, for some of us, how dangerous it is to be in your presence. And I accept that. Like, I see you now, I see you clearly. And so now from this place, I'm going to make decisions to protect myself and to change the way I behave, because they only have a game to play if there's other people on the opposing team, right? So it's kind of like, I accept and I'm moving on, and I'm going to cut my losses, even though we lose things we love all the time, and I'm going to release you so I can be safe, so I can be happy, so I can be free, because you deserve that. Now, when a narcissist doesn't let you do that, because sometimes they come in for a battle for you, I feel like that's why this is coming through. If you learn to love yourself, you start setting boundaries, you say no more, whatever you're saying here, oftentimes that's like, they're like, what the hell do you think you're doing? Because don't forget, I own the world, I own you, and I get to dictate all of your choices and what you're doing tomorrow and who you're talking to and everything. Your guides are saying, to break this generational curse, it is necessary to step into your power and to really, I don't know, I want to say boss up, but that's not the right, just like really power up and not allow people to take over your world, because they will if you let them. And the song that they want me to share is The Resistance by Skillet, and the lyrics go like this. This is how we rise up, heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up, heart beating faster, feels like thunder. Magic, static, call me a fanatic, it's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up, it's our resistance, you can't resist us. So as much as a narcissist wants to fight you and destroy your life, that is how that energy, like that amount of energy, is how much you protect and hold sacred what it is that you're building, who you are, your pure essence as well, because they will try to project and make all that they are your problem. So really hold on to reality and do not let it go, and remember your value and your worth, and remember that it has never left you, not once, never. It's been with you all along, okay, all along. And they're going to try to gaslight you and make you question everything, but hold on to reality and do not let them distort that. Don't let them confuse you, because you are worthy, and you are a sovereign being here to make your own choices and to be treated with love and respect. And they wanted me to share this oracle card to close off. It says home. And from the guidebook, it reads, home is definitely where the heart is. It's a place of security, protection, comfort, and sanctuary. And for you, there's nothing better than the feeling of being at home. As idyllic as that sounds, the reality of the home is sometimes far harsher, with disagreements, interruptions, or no time to call your own. But feeling like an outsider is hard for anyone looking in. So it's time to breathe new energy into your dwelling place by enhancing the ambiance with peace, warmth, and happiness. darkness. Retreating within your newly energized home for a while will restore you to the full strength required to face the outside world. Yeah, and I feel like the energy closest to you, what you are building for yourself, it can be completely free. Kind of like the song says, it's our world, they can never have it. I'm going to protect what matters to me. I'm going to protect my energy, and I'm going to protect my peace no matter what. And in this space, only love resides. And because of that, you will be free. And I know how difficult it is to set boundaries. I know how difficult it is to walk away, but you deserve the peace that's on the other side of that. You always did. So that's the message for you, pile 1. I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time. Hey pile 2, and welcome to your reading. I'm so excited about this. We're talking about what generational curse you're here to break, and you are here to show people what faith actually is, how it moves, what it looks like, what it does. And you may come from a religious family, but it's more surface level faith that you are seeing here, because I feel like in your lifetime, this may have happened to you already or will happen to you, where there's going to be a point in time where you will be called to walk on water. You'll be called to walk on the waters, and you're going to do it. And it's like miracles will follow. And the song that my guides want me to share is Oceans by Hillsong, and the lyrics go like this. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you will call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger. And as I was writing those words, I heard in my mind, heaven is here. And I feel like you are here to show your family or the people in your circle, your community, that heaven is here, and what faith looks like in motion, not what it looks like on the surface, but what it actually is. And through this, you're going to be breaking a generational curse. And it gives me chills. Like, I'm actually really excited for you. And your ancestors are asking you to look at your life through heaven's eyes. I feel like when we break generational curses, it's really easy to be judged by those around us and to take on their opinions of who we are as truth about ourselves. But they want you to see how incredible you are, and the way you're moving in the world, the things you know, and how it changes the way you show up is going to mean everything to someone, or to many people, actually. The lyrics go like this. A lake of gold in the desert sand is less than a cool, fresh spring. And to one lost sheep, a shepherd boy is greater than the richest king. If a man loses everything he owns, has he truly lost his worth, or is it the beginning of a new and brighter birth? So there may be a time where you have to let go of a lot of things in your life, a lot of things that you held on to, and they are like surface level things. It could be material things, status. There's something here that's you're going to be letting go of, but you're going to discover that your worth didn't change at all. Maybe you were taught that your worth depended on, are you a lake of gold, or what do you have to offer? But you're going to discover that you could just be a shepherd boy and be greater than the richest king. And so that's what your ancestors are wanting to bring through. And in the tarot, we can see that you have gained some clarity, some wisdom about a truth in your life, and because of that, it's like you followed your heart right out of this situation, because it is not where heaven is made. And and you outgrew this environment, these people, this church, if this is a religious thing. And it's like you realize that these teachings or this mindset was really just to keep you trapped, to keep you in this anxiety, this fear, this feeling of being broken, not enough. And I can see that you have, or you will walk away from this, because you're going to discover that this isn't where happiness lies. This isn't where growth is. And like the situation that you were a part of, people are just spiritually asleep. And then you're going to come in with this light and with this faith, and you're going to, it's almost like you're going to discover what faith is. And then it's going to be like this, you can see this volcano here. This lady's like shooting out of a volcano. And you're going to be communicating what it is that you've learned. You may be in the spotlight in some way with the Queen of Wands, teaching people about what faith is and how to create heaven here. That it's not a place that we try to get to someday, but it's an energy and a frequency that we create now. And there's a very specific group of people that desperately need to hear your message. These are people who have been rejected, people who have been judged, people who are hurting. And it's like you're coming in with this information, like bringing in this new perspective and giving people hope, giving people the information that they need to get through the pain of being judged, rejected, shunned. And then it's like you're going to be leading them to happiness. It's like oh my gosh, this is so cool. You're going to be leading them to their joy. You're going to be showing them how to leave the rough waters to their wish fulfillment, to their happiness, to peaceful relationships, peaceful home, peaceful life, because it's in alignment with who they are. And they have discovered the equation for happiness. And there's something that they're in, or this could be a specific group of people actually. And you are going through this process of gaining clarity and going through this journey of walking away and realizing it's not where you belong, to like discovering this path on your own, because I feel like Spirit is guiding you. And it's like whatever you heal within yourself becomes your medicine to the world. And because you have trusted the divine so much on this journey, and you had to walk it possibly very much alone up to this point, you're going to be able to show people, like I would also say, keep a journal or keep note of what it is that you're learning and your emotions and your experience, and like how the divine has led you through the dark night of this experience, because on the other side, you're going to be a teacher. You're going to be a leader, leading people to peace. And these people desperately need to hear your message. They need to see your light. They need to hear your experience. They need your story, your wisdom, and the hope. I'm going to cry about this. Your hope, the hope that you can give them, because they've lost hope. And my guides wanted me to share the lyrics of one of my favorite songs. And it comes from God Help the Outcast from the movie Hunchback of Notre Dame. And the lyrics go like this. I don't know if you can hear me, or if you're even there. I don't know if you would listen to a gypsy's prayer. Yes, I know I'm just an outcast. I shouldn't speak to you. Still I see you and wonder, were you once an outcast too? God help the outcast hungry from birth. Show them the mercy they don't find on earth. God help my people. We look to you still. God help the outcast, or nobody will. So you are advocating for people who have been shut out or shunned or treated as an outcast, the minority, people who are deeply misunderstood. And it's like you are breaking a generational curse of judgment, and you're showing people what divine love is and what divine faith is. And you're doing it by helping the outcast, by loving the outcast, by not seeing yourself as separate from the outcast, by knowing that we are all one, by believing that we are all one. And yeah, not putting a barrier between you and them, whoever them is in your world. And you're going to be teaching, you're like starting this ripple effect in your family, but it's going to go way further than that. With the Queen of Wands coming out, it's going to go way further than that. You actually may come from a family or a community where things are very black and white. People are easily judged and looked down upon in your community, but you carry this really special energy of unconditional love and seeing people at a soul level as well. That's a gift that you bring, and I feel like you've always been this way. And you may have found yourself making friends with the outcast and loving the outcast for a long time. Like, that just might be the kind of person you are, because you're not concerned with surface level things. You're more concerned about the heart, about the soul. And because of because with the where did my tarot go? The Knight of Cups coming out, you followed your heart and your intuition right out of this toxic situation. Yeah, it's like you learned the truth, and you said, okay, Spirit, lead me. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you will call me. And you've been called to help the outcast. And because you let your heart lead the way and your faith lead the way, you're being called to a very special mission. This isn't just breaking a curse, but it's like breaking a curse for many, because you're going to be showing them a new way of thinking and of believing about who they are and about what they're here for and what faith is. And I also feel like as you've gotten this clarity and as you've seen this divide between the outcast and the in crowd, I feel like there's a lot of anger that needs to be processed, and maybe there will be a lot of anger for the people who follow you that needs to be processed. And my guides wanted me to share this quote by Chris Daniels, and he talks about anger as if it is holy in this context. He says, no one talks about the angry stage of healing, the moment when the rage finally catches up, not surface frustration, but a deep burn, a wildfire in your chest. Once you realize how long you've been played, how blind you felt. And it's not just anger at them. Sometimes it's anger at yourself for not seeing the red flags, for betraying your gut. It comes in waves. Just when you think you're finally free, another memory, another realization, and suddenly you're back in flames. It's exhausting, but it's also holy. Because anger means you stop suppressing, you stop swallowing silence. It means you are confronting what they did and reclaiming what is yours, and proof that you're taking your power back. So not only are you helping people discover that what faith is, right? And that heaven is here, that we are actively creating heaven every day by releasing judgment, by seeing the divinity within each other. But you're also helping people reclaim their power by helping them get process the trauma and the grief of the situation they were in before to the situation that they are in now. Like discovering that they never were meant to be an outcast. Like that was never... They never should have been pushed out or whatever. And then you're helping them process this anger. This is so cool. Okay. This is really cool. And, all right. And actually, you may be making a career out of this. This may be, you may build courses about this, or some sort of life coaching type of thing, or this has something to do with your career. Maybe you write a book about it, or there's something like this here, and your purpose in this is to empower others. And from the guidebook, this card reads, you have so many strengths, and yet you allow others to take away your power. When your words are dismissed, when your actions are mocked, your light fades because you don't stand up to be counted. You may say silently to yourself that everything is fine, that you know the real truth, but the universe requires you to stamp your authority so that you can grow fully into the wise one that you truly are, the wisdom keeper that others are waiting to turn to. By working with the element of fire to purge any fears that hold you back, you're more able to step fully into your power. With Salamander, the elemental guardian of fire, as your ally. So, yes, this is that Queen of Wands energy that I saw, and the Eight of Wands coming out too. This is you really stepping into your power in a really bold way. And because everything's not fine here. Everything's not fine. People are being hurt. You've been hurt. And like, I want to say no more of this shit. This is not going, there is a lot of anger here, actually. This is not okay anymore. We're not doing this anymore. I'm not going to allow people to be hurt like this anymore without loving hands to catch their broken heart, right? And I feel like that's going to be you. That's going to be you. Because you have the heart for it, and the love and the faith for it. So you are so special to the world, and I hope you know that. And I'm excited for everyone to discover what faith actually is by watching you. Hi Pile 3, and welcome to this reading all about what generational curse you're here to break. And for you, Pile 3, you are here to show up in your authenticity no matter what. And I feel like this may be a challenge for you at this time, but yeah, you are learning that you have nothing to hide, that you don't need to be afraid to show up as you truly are. The song that my guides want me to share is Show Yourself from the movie Frozen, and the lyrics go like this. I've always been a fortress, hold secrets deep inside. You have secrets too, but you don't have to hide. So this is regarding love, by the way. There's someone that you love, and someone that you may want to reconcile with, and there's this heavy heart or this broken-hearted feeling that you might have because of this relationship falling through the cracks. The lyrics that your ancestors want to share with you are, I come from I Knew This Would Be Love by Kina Grannis, and the lyrics go like this. There were days when I thought I lost you. I read the letter aloud, what could I do? Now we're right back where we belong. Don't second guess your heart. It's never wrong. So it's almost like your ancestors are watching over this connection, and they know that you felt this love. And maybe there's an opportunity now to reconcile with this person and get back to where you feel you belong. But there is a challenge. And like this challenge, whatever is blocking you from getting to your person is the generational curse that you're here to break. Whatever, however that's showing up in your world, actually, there are people in your life that do not like this person, okay? This is really funny. They may be, no, it's not funny. I keep saying that. It's not funny, but it's funny how it's showing up in the cards, okay? Because there may be people, specifically one person here in between the two of you. I'm going to show you this card up close. There's this little frog person here and this fairy person. These are two different, they come from completely different worlds. They are totally different, right? And there's this bigger person here between them, kind of saying, okay, this is where I want you to put the flowers. This is what we're going to do. We're going to organize this and that. And I feel like this person is saying, the person you want is a frog person, and we are fairies, and we don't like deal with frog persons, and or something like this. And so they're saying a lot of things that have you caught up in your mind and like, you know, confused about what to do, anxious, not sure how to follow your heart, but also please this person who wants you to arrange the flowers a certain way, to arrange your life a certain way. Because I can see you here in this card putting effort to please them. And you can see this woman's got a smile on her face, like, you're doing a good job. Yes, this is where I want the flowers to go. And there's someone here coming to offer flowers too. Like, let me add more beauty to your world. Let me be a part of this or something. But this woman is only focused on you. You and us, we're a team, and this frog person needs to get lost. That's what's going on here. So, and I feel like you have been in this dynamic with this person or people, it could be more than one, for a long time. And they've kind of got you in a cage of the mind, or like they backed you into a corner in your life, because this has been kind of extreme. The way this person has controlled your life has been extreme. So much that you have had to hide your authenticity and what you really want. Like, maybe you're like, so, you know, what if I put some flowers in my hair instead, you know? And they're like, no, you can't do that. You can't give flowers to frog people, and you can't put them in your hair. Like, forget about it. And I don't know. It's really prevented you from showing up in your authenticity. And within your own self, I feel like this could have been very harmful and difficult for you, because when we live out of alignment with ourselves and what we truly want, it can cause a lot of problems. I've experienced this myself. It can cause so many problems, even illness, you know. It can go pretty deep when the more we allow other people to take over our lives, the more pain we suffer. And I can see here that you have suffered in an effort to please this person. This is the Nine of Cups. They're very happy and pleased with all you've done so far, but are you happy is the question that's coming through. Like, how much of yourself and of your love and of your heart and your authenticity are you hiding away even still? You may be like a grown-ass adult, and this could be a parent, a parental figure even, you know, still controlling your life, and they're very happy that you are still in this energy of compliance, but I feel like it's getting a bit much. And I feel like you meeting this person that goes against what they want is really challenging this wound that you have and this unhealthy dynamic that you have with this person. It's challenging it, yeah, because you have someone that you want to give your heart to. You have someone that you love. And I can see, okay, sorry. I can see the King of Swords here being mirrored by the Moon card. And they both have like this ice coming out of their mouths. They're both saying things. And it's truth mixed with illusion probably, or like, they're saying they are trying to get into your mind, and they may be saying things that make sense to you, but they're slipping in a lot of illusion as well. So it's really confusing. I can see why you're confused. Like, I don't know what they could even be saying about a frog person, but I'm not even trying to make up a story about that. But like, and I feel like it's tapping into your emotion as well, and it's making you fearful and confused. Because, and I think it's really confusing too, because this is someone that you usually rely on for logical advice. This is someone that you would expect would tell you the truth, but they're slipping in falsities as well, and that's really confusing for you. And they're doing all of this in an effort to block you. The Four of Pentacles, they want to block you and keep you in place, keep you small, keep you hidden from yourself. They want to confuse you about what you want for yourself. Even before this frog person showed up, they want to keep you small. They want to keep you confused. And you may feel a lot of anger about this, actually, because I feel like the more you think about it, the more you think about what they're saying, and the more you personally get clarity on what they're saying, you may feel a lot of anger with the King of Wands, because this person or people are trying to block you and get an outcome that works for them, an outcome that they want. And that is why they're doing this. They're literally lying to you for selfish reasons. And they're like, I want you to live misaligned. I want you to not reconcile with this person, not have this happy life, not follow your heart so I can be happy. And that's a very selfish thing to do. That's a very that can create a lot of pain for you and other people, just so someone can get what they want. Like the flowers can go where they want and everything will be arranged exactly the way they want. And this is kind of like I don't know, I want to say like a God complex that someone has over your life, saying, I get to tell you how everything goes. This is very unhealthy. But it's cute because the other song that my guides want me to, your ancestors want to share with you is Don't Rain on My Parade by Barbara Streisand. And they're basically saying it's okay to live your own life and walk your own path without this person's permission. And the lyrics they want me to highlight are, get ready for me because I'm a-comin'. I simply gotta march. My heart's a drummer. Don't bring a cloud to rain on my parade. So they're saying go for it and don't let other people stop you or make you fearful or get into your head. Continue to follow your heart, because that is what will lead you to your greatest happiness. And how to break it, that is how to break it. But they also wanted to say, they want to remind you that you deserve to be treated with love and respect. So if they're shaming you for wanting to be with someone that they don't approve of, or if they are making you feel like this is a stupid choice or whatever they're doing here, know that that's inappropriate as well. And it's okay to stand up for yourself in situations like that. It's okay to set boundaries, even with your mother, okay? Even though she doesn't think it's okay, it is okay. If this is a parental figure, actually I do feel like it is, because we also have the energy of dealing with aging parents coming through. This person may be getting older, like up in years, and you may actually be concerned also about leaving them. Maybe you watch over them, or maybe you worry about them in some way. And the answer to that as well is your guides are saying it's okay to surrender to the path you're being called to, and know that everyone is going to be taken care of on their own path. Like, it's going to be okay if you have a concern like that coming through. But if not, they're just saying, surrender to being seen in your authenticity, surrender to your truth, and allow that to be who you are, what you feel, and the path you follow, without trying to please everybody. They wanted me to share, this is funny, they wanted me to share a quote. I wrote it down, but I just can't find it. Hold on. They wanted me to share a quote. Yeah, this is by Alex T on TikTok. He said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, that's not cool of you to do that. Fool me 3 times, it was probably coincidence. I still love you. You're cool. If I see you out in public, I'll probably give you a big hug. Fool me 4 times, I'm getting suspicious. Fool me 5 times, I'm going to start thinking about quietly quitting our relationship. Fool me 6 times, and he just keeps going and going and going because he doesn't want to, upset the people and stand up for himself and say no more of this bullshit kind of situation. And the oracle cards that are coming through, we have compassion. I do feel like you're a very compassionate person, a very loving person. But I thought it was very cool. This card, we have this person here protecting their world here. And your guides are saying, the path that you're called to on a soul level is sacred to you. And there are so many other reasons that you're being called to it that you may not even be aware of. And like this came up in the previous reading that I did, pile 2, Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. And it's the lyrics of a song. And I feel like you're being led here to show up as you truly are. And I can see that there's a lot of fear about challenging energies that you may encounter, but your world, your heart, your love is worth protecting. And because it's sacred, this is sacred to you and your purpose. And I also we got one more oracle card that I'm going to read from the guidebook, and it's called Commitment. It says, your dedication at this time is in question. Where you have put your heart and what have you put your heart and soul into? You have reaped the rewards, and you have so much to offer. However, your lack of focus underlines a fear of commitment. Something from your past is preventing you from making a choice, and the free spirit within dreads the thought of being trapped. However, a little focus and dedication is required on your part to release any self-made restrictions. The universe is poised in your favor to devote to that cause, to pledge allegiance with a partner, or to commit to an offer at this time. So yeah, your commitment is definitely being tested, and there's something here from your past. Yeah, maybe you have some sort of trauma here that's underneath all of it, like a desperate need to be loved and accepted by this person, a desperate need to, and it's like maybe that love and acceptance always felt far away, and that's why they have so much power in your life. It's so difficult to reclaim yourself from that because you want so desperately to be connected to and loved by them, because maybe maybe because it's like conditional love, and it's a wound even deeper than what we're talking about here. But I'm sending you a lot of love and healing, because I know that this can be a really painful wound, and I hope that this reading was helpful for you, and we'll talk to you next time. Hi Pile 4, and welcome to this reading all about what generational curse you're here to break. And this generational curse that you're breaking it's about insecurity and a fear of deep love and passion. And I feel like there's insecurities that have really held you back from feeling love and embracing love fully. So you kind of keep people at a distance to protect yourself, but also because it's an insecurity. The song that my guides wanted me to share is called Addicted by Haley Jolie, and the lyrics go like this. I think I'm addicted to your hands on my hips. I think it's the first time that I know what I need. I want you so bad now I know how good it is. If you ever leave, no one does it like you do, knowing every part of me. No one does it like you do, the way you love me. And I just feel like you haven't really let anyone know every part of you. And the other song they wanted me to share is The Night We Met. I forgot who sings it, but the lyrics go like this. I had all of you, then most of you, some of you, now none of you. Take me back to the night we met. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Take me back to the night we met. So there may be someone in particular that you may have pushed away, or you may have feared opening your heart to, or your passion, like sharing your passion with, because of this insecurity. And now you're in this Three of Swords energy, this regret, because this is actually deep emotional pain, because maybe this is like a missed opportunity, and it's sad because the biggest thing that held you back was fear of like deep emotion and passion. And what your ancestors want to say to you about breaking this generational curse is actually this. Hey you, I just got one thing to tell you. You're worth a fuck of a lot more than you think you are right now. Remember that. So yeah, it's a worth issue as well. And they also want you to release fear and panic. So I feel like this is really big for you. Going into the tarot, I am seeing that something here, some sort of heartbreak, some sort of trauma that has been unhealed. Okay, so you still carry the pain of this with you, puts you in the Seven of Wands energy when it comes to love and passion. And this is, fighting off feelings, fighting off, any attraction that you have to someone, any action that you want to take toward them. You're like, no. And you can see this guy's underwater. Water to me represents feeling and emotion, and he's got all his scuba gear on. Like, I don't even want the water to touch me. I don't want the feelings to touch me. I don't want to be consumed by this feeling and this passion, because that means all these things. Like that means I could get into the Three of Swords energy again. That means I could get hurt again. That means, like there's something that you're telling yourself that it means, and so you fight it away. Or like you might be lying to yourself. You may be creating this Three of Swords energy within yourself, saying like, oh, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not handsome enough. Like you may be beating yourself up a little bit, or I'm not lovable, or these people or this person told me this, told me that. We have the Knight of Swords coming out. There could have been someone in your life that said really cruel and heartless things to you about your worth, about your appearance, about your sexuality, your anything. Like there's something that could have been told to you or done to you that hurt you. And the Star card in reverse is saying like, I have a wound that really needs healing, but maybe it's like such a deep wound that it's really hard to look at. It's really hard to work through. It's hard to talk to people about. Like even going to therapy for this, for some, could be really challenging. But your guides want to say it's time for justice. It's time to balance things out, because what happened to you in the past wasn't right. And what happened to you that made you have a negative thought about your lovability and your passion. This was wrong, and it wasn't true of you, and it has you in this fear that's not based on a truth, and it's hurting you, and you are someone that has so much love to give, and you are such a beautiful hidden gem, and it's like this. Really, the biggest challenge here is showing up in your authenticity and allowing yourself to feel what you feel and showing up as you truly are, and not fighting that away and not holding yourself back anymore. And, that's going to balance things out. And it's almost like it's a time for a death of the old version of you that lived in fear, and an awakening to a hidden truth. And that hidden truth is that you are worthy, amazing, beautiful, like an incredible lover. All of these things are true of you. Okay, and that's the hidden truth. That's something that was, like something was skewed here that made you be in fear. It could also, I'm seeing the Hierophant card here. The Hierophant actually represents religion as well. You could have been taught some interesting things in your religion about what love and passion are, and about you were put in a box, like all these different boxes about what is appropriate, what isn't, or I don't know. And I'm seeing this, though, as you taking the pen and writing your own truth about that. Like, what is real for me? What is it that I want? Because we have the Ace of Wands coming out in reverse. Whatever you were taught almost like smothered your passion and smothered it. Your ability to love deeply and to open your heart deeply to people. It's like a combination of the things you were taught and some sort of trauma and emotional pain that your guides are really hoping that you can get a different perspective on, that you can see through the bullshit and discover the truth of who you are and what you're deserving of and what you want, even, because I think when we are smothered in this way, we don't even know what we want, and we're afraid of everything. And you didn't come here to live in fear. You came here to love and be loved, and to love and be loved deeply. And the song that and how to break this, moving deeper into how to break this, the song they wanted me to share is Beautiful by Carole King, and the lyrics go like this. You got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. Then people are going to treat you better. You're going to find, yes you will, that you're beautiful as you feel. So if you have some insecurity about your body or anything like that, your guides are saying that you actually are beautiful from the inside out, and if you carry that energy, you will be that. And they also wanted me to share the lyrics from a song called Fine. I forgot who sang this. I need to remember to write these down. But he says, well, I'm fine. If F is for feeling overwhelmed, and I is for I'm not all right. Yeah, I'm fine. If N is not being able to sleep, E for every night. Yeah, I'm fine. Finally feeling the pressure of keeping my feelings inside. Yeah, I'm fine. Well, maybe I'm not, and I just need to tell someone I'm not all right. So that's the energy of the Ace of Wands in reverse as well. That's like suppressing your passion, maybe because you feel like it's wrong or something's wrong with you, and this is coming through to say, like, no, you you tell the truth about how you feel. You tell the truth about where you're at, and no longer suppress all that you feel, right? Especially if you love someone and you are in a romantic relationship or you want to manifest one, because we do have the oracle manifestation coming out. I feel like you may, oh, I didn't see this, and love came out with it too. Oh my gosh, that's cool. It was right behind. Anyways, manifestation coming out here. You are manifesting love, and so this is almost like in preparation for that, to know that you're worthy of what you want most here, and you don't have to pretend like you don't feel deeply and you don't love deeply and you don't have passion, because you do. It's just been smothered, it's been hidden away. And they wanted me to share this from Random Thoughts Official on TikTok. They said, have you ever heard of the unplanned theory? When love doesn't knock, it simply walks in. No warning, no invitation. You didn't plan for them yet. Somehow their smile slipped through the cracks of your walls, and their presence made your world a little quieter, softer. They weren't part of the checklist or blueprint, but they became something far better. That kind of love doesn't just arrive, it settles, and it unsettles and heals at once. It stretches your understanding of connection. It teaches patience in places you were restless, strength you didn't know you carried, and tenderness you didn't think you could give. It reminds you that the right person doesn't complete your story, they make you want to keep writing it. Real love doesn't demand that you follow the plan, it calls you to grow, to meet it with presence, and in the end, you never expected them, but somehow their presence feels like something your life had been waiting for. So you may have love coming in for you, and I feel like your guides are asking you to like break this generational curse. They're asking you to allow it and to feel deeply and know that it's okay to do that. And it's almost like to heal the wounding of the past, this Three of Swords energy that we saw, and the fear that you're experiencing. I feel sometimes to experience healing when it's something this personal and this deep, sometimes, this has been my experience anyway, the healing comes from experiencing the opposite of what hurt us. And so, but if we keep our heart closed, and if we keep ourselves closed off from deep connection and love, then how are we ever going to experience the opposite of what wounded us? And so this takes courage. It takes a lot of courage to do that, but what you're opening your heart to is a beautiful brand new beginning in love and in passion. And my guides wanted me to read this card manifestation to you. It says, the alchemist within urges you to reawaken your powerful manifestation abilities. Demonstrating a strong will and focus will drive your desires into fruition, with a little magical help, of course. As you step back into alignment through spell work, invocation, and acknowledging both aspects of your light and shadow self, you become testimony to the wise ones who walked before you. The universe is poised to support you as it reflects your positive intentions. So go and grab your dreams, reach for your goals as a magical energy surges through you. Everything is yours for the taking and will continue to be as you add your own magical touch. So that is the reading for you, Pile 4. I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time.